Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever about you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal. The light of your body got disappear. But if you don't play that for me, I'm out of it, I'm out of it. I lick my gun and then I'm done. I'm out of it, I'm out of it. No man to tell me you're no good. I'm brushing away the weight of you, of my shoulders. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need a no man. Tell me you're no good. I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, of my shoulders. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need a no man.
started to fall, and where were you? How could I know you were falling too? Grabbing the wind, cutting my skin, but it's hard because I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. Falling, 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 falling.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high.
is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your floor. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad. Oh boy, got so happy, forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, cause there's so much fun. Are you letting the feeling push me and it don't see what you see, but typical. Listen around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, feel with it, please let it go. No, then I did it again. I said a few things I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your floor. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up I come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. I come alive, baby, get out the grave with me. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad.
Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. I am joined by Major. How are you, my friends?
Hello. Buzzing. Had a good football result, but we're here for the Counter-Strike game today. Eversio against, I think it's Hexus eSports. So Eversio did win on Mirage on Monday, so we'll hopefully see another victory today. And hopefully my microphone won't cut every 2 seconds this time.
It's been good so far, so we can rely on that. Both teams currently sitting at 4-3 in the scoreline, so looking to continue on that positive results as of yet. And it will be Eversio starting potentially on the CT side as they make me eat my words, potentially. No? What are they going to do? I think CT, in my opinion.
Yeah, Mirage tends to be CT at the start. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
They're clearly debating it.
They won here on Monday with a stand-in because Dragon's Tear was, I think he needed a new computer. And even Monday was, yeah, they are in fact on the CT side. And Monday was a very last-minute game. They thought they were going to have to FF because Crazy was playing in some qualifiers, but last second they managed to join, they managed to string it together and they did end up winning. So hopefully they can carry on that winning streak today and go 5-3 in the season.
A tall order though, as I do believe the Ukrainian side are quite strong on this map, so it'll be interesting to see how they compare. Without the stand-in, they should be a little bit stronger, you'd think, but nevertheless, it's going to be a fast push towards B. Eversio putting 4 towards the B side, but now shifting. It is going to be timed, but Eversio have the correct call at this time. Flash is not connected onto anybody at the moment. The kills going the way of the side of Eversio. The C side trying to trade out some kills now. They're not hitting the shots just, but Max Mine will find one and will try and get his way into the site, but no, Trevor shuts it down. The last player of Antonio left alive in a 1v3. We'll spot out 2 of the players, make that 3. Knows where they're coming from, just needs to try and win the fight. He is going to get pressure from multiple sides and will get taken down as Trevor picks up the second. And do you think there's a bit of demo watching there?
On the side of Versio, could be. They had that setup on B perfect for the execute, and just never seemed like Hexus were in contention in that round.
The flash didn't even connect onto anyone either with the flash out app, so a good bit of in-depth analysis to get that pistol round accomplished, and we'll see if they have some reads like that later into the game as well.
Bomb plant denied as well, so Hexus not even going to try that second round force buy. That's so common in the current meta. Trevor again just takes down player in mid. 3 kills already in the game. Monday was Trevor and Crazy Show. Both players over 20 kills, I think 24 and 23 if my memory serves me well. But Trevor gonna go down to a great 1 dig from Boardroom.
I have to say that standouts for me for Eversio have been Crazy and Trevor this season. I would have thought Dragon Tier would be up there, but I just don't think he's had as much impact as the other 2. Being one of the Maltese players having a good bit of impact is always nice to see. But again, a slow round. Deagles across the board. They were dangerous in the warm-up, but that's nothing to really compare them with. Zenium will find one in the side, and slowly but surely this round is coming to the way of Eversio. Getting picked apart. Getting picked apart.
Crisis seemingly averted after that 1 dig. It's always so risky when there are these deagles that could just, you know, out of nowhere open up a round. 4 versus 2 though, so round isn't decided just yet. Crazy does find that kill, leaving just Howie in the 1 versus 4. You mentioned that Trevor, it's nice to see a Maltese player putting up the numbers. He's actually, if we take into account just people who live in Malta, he has the highest elo of any player on Faceit on the island.
Wow.
So
is that active and inactive? Or?
That is counting active players, you know, active in CS2 in the past 3 to 4 months, so...
Nice little stat.
Of course,
there.
I think if we had to go historically, Shaka would still be holding his spot.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He's not dead, but...
No, but doesn't play CS anymore, unfortunately. Eversio doing that round, and Borum gonna go with the glass cannon here, just AWP on his side. Could catch Eversio off guard. Be interesting to see how this goes. Does indeed take down Dragon's Tier. So man advantage for the T side.
I do like the pickup of the Orc in the straight away. Steckel just barely winning that fight out against the Deagle, down to 25 HP. But no, I do like that Orc buy. It's a bit of a surprise in the third round, and Eversio definitely were surprised, but they have got the player advantage as such. Still 4v4, but with 25 HP on Steckel, it's a little bit out of their favour, in fact. Sorry. Make that even more out of favour as Crazy falls, and the 2 players left on this B site started to question themselves, looking like it might be an A rotation. One player already cheating towards the kitchen, but it's going to be this B site take. I believe one boosted up into the corner. They need to try and check it. But nobody being spotted just yet. Steckel going to spot the player, but he's not going to fire. He's going to hold his trigger. Not going to not firing in the end and gets cleared out from the position. Zelian nearly gets taken down with him not looking, but managed to find the kill. But a 3v2 now, and with the
Such
weapon
unlucky timing for Stakeli
yeah.
as well. Like, I wouldn't have done that any differently, unless, like, as soon as I saw the first player, I panicked and just started spamming.
yeah.
Like, if I managed to hold my own, I probably would have just played it exactly the same, and unfortunately, Stakeli doesn't work out for him, does get punished.
The fact that the guy hide clears it as well, as soon as he comes onto the site, it's like, what? Everyone's just walked past it and you've, like, cleared it. Who knows? Who knows?
Just imagine all of the team on 4x3 apart from this one guy. It's like, hey guys, what are you doing? But Hexus will win the first gun round and put themselves on the board. Eversio, saving a couple of rifles, should be able to buy back into the next one though. I say that Stakeli and Crazy, not a lot of money, so to see here, yeah, Crazy in fact with the MP9.
Or going for the peak in mid again by the looks of the spawn. It's definitely on. We'll see if he can win it 2 times in a row, but I'm not sure if Eversio will take the peak this time. But no, he's actually going
Actually moves towards apps, yeah. Might try and catch a player peeking apartments aggressively, so Nate does a little bit of damage onto Kovball, and Eversio trying to go aggressive on mid.
So a lot of util expended for no real reward, and now the players have to rotate towards this A site. Inside getting a lot of control. One player in towards sandwich, so pushing towards mid. Might get punished. 2 people waiting there, and he's looking for more. He's looking for the second player towards mid. The MP9 Crazy falls as well. The entry's going the side of the T side, and the Volvo picture is coming out on top. Max finding another, and just the last player's left alive. Trevor, never mind.
So much damage done, but just 1 kill to show for it. 3 players surviving on 1 hit damage basically, apart from maybe Max Mine. That's gonna hurt if you're Eversio.
I like the initial aggression, but when there's no util to follow and you're still peeking, it's a bit scary, you know.
I feel like that mid push as well, as soon as there was nobody taking that fight top mid against them, they just backed off a bit, but A site was already open at that point, so...
Yeah. Orb going for a boost.
2-2 is the score.
Just missing, but a lot of presence towards this A site. Eversio picking the right site to stack, but this B site player might be the one to give the information. He's not going to be waited for, but he needs to speed up if he wants to give his team some information. Trevor finding the kill with a 5 second, looking for a second, and does find it. Dinks up another one as well, and now it makes it a bit more scary. The player will call through though that the B site is clear, and the bomb will start to rotate heavily. And even the Palace player running with his tail between his legs. The player who has got into that position though has a great chance of cutting off these rotations. He's going to be the first one. He will find one. Trying to make this a doable round. Eversio with the advantage.
I feel Trevor's lucky to go down so early there. Eversio immediately get the information that it's a rotate, so they can start to make this move. Don't know if they will know how low that Borum actually is here. 3 versus 3 now. AKs have a lot of work to do.
I feel like they're saving. Steckel is not committing to anything with the AK in hand, and it looks like a very doable round. Just slipped away from them.
Just a bunch of USPs in a 5-7 though, so I think Eversio will more than take that. Question here is if they can also take away this AWP. We'll be going through TAPs though, so... Popper should be able to get away with his life, as Zelion does go down in mid here, so... Trevor close, maybe the 3rd kill if it just got a bit luckier and landed that would be a different round. However, Eversio do take a couple of rifles, so things to work with here going into this 6th round.
I do like the player calling that information out as soon as he got that sight though. He knows that 2 people have fallen, but he makes that call and calls them on over, stop committing. Imagine to bail him out of a sticky situation with the position he got into, but it will be another round of Eversio to try and challenge, and it will be the entry to Dragon Tier. Ooh, Crazy finding one under.
Dragons here with the second in the round, so 5 versus 2 now. Eversio with a firm grasp on this round. Zelion might find the engagement in short. However, no sound cues for him just yet. Antonello will slowly work to recover this bomb, or I think that's actually Kovbo, so does look like Hexus will try and end on the B side here. I say that though, Antonello does find 2 kills from the sledge room position, so all of a sudden a 3v2 once again. So trying to cut him off here, sees that smoke, so will know that he's still in this position. Oh. Does go down though, so all of a sudden 2 versus 2 now. Trevor from A side does manage to salvage something, but Kovbo makes the 1 versus 1. Kovbo versus Trevor spots him, but Trevor able to secure this round, maybe a bit closer than it should have been, but does get the job done in the end. Costly round for Eversio, would be difficult to invest into the next. I think Trevor is thinking if he can retrieve that up, but bomb just a bit too far ticked at that point, so...
Oof. That's scary.
I'm telling you, I always like there's a round, I'm like, oh, Eversio will definitely have this, and then all of a sudden, it's like, I jinx it. Sometimes I say I should just let it play out, but Trevor does hold his nerve in the end. Borum though had 7k, so able to reinvest into this AWP. Eversio, Zillion on that MP9, unable to muster enough cash for an op of their own, so Hexus with weaponry advantage in this round, but Eversio still good chance. Some aggression towards ramp. Nothing spotted just yet. They've left mid open though. It's just crazy peeking down connector, and Hex is going to exploit this, taking complete mid control here.
God, the timing. Ooh. What a ballsy play from Trevor.
Gives Eversio the opener in the round, but as we saw last round, doesn't really count for much with the shots some of these players are hitting. Borum is spotted in Palace and tagged low, but does take down Trevor, and Max Mine and Kovbo also combining for a couple of frags, leaving just Crazy and Zillion left. Crazy is stranded on this stair position. It's gonna get taken down by Borum, so just Zillion with this MP9 on the B apartments.
Do you think that was a bit of overgreed?
It's a tough round, I think. Mid was left open. I mean, maybe Trevor going up the ladder there, but if I'm Trevor, I'm not expecting this guy to be holding Palace so aggressively either, so I think it's just a bit unlucky. Mid was left a bit open.
I like the initial play, pushing ramp, but I feel like there's no real need to go up the ladder there. But in the end, punished. Can't really do much about it now. And it looks like Eversio might be on an eco now, so not helping their situation with the finances. Zillion will find a kill, which will pad a little bit out. 600 quid.
Lost bonus is a disaster as well. There's basically hardly any lost bonus on the side of Eversio.
Is it full reset?
No, they're only on 2, but they were almost basically full reset after last round, so... Trading rounds like this does not favor the CT economy, and it was so costly as well a couple of rounds ago, from that 5 versus 2 into a 1v1. In fact, Eversio gonna call their first tactical timeout, so...
Looking at the stats, Trevor playing strong at the moment, as we highlighted earlier, one of the standouts this season. Currently sitting at 134 ADR, averaging a kill and a third a round. Whereas the rest of his team, Dragon's Tear with 80, Zillion with about 80 as well. The other team with 2 players above 100 ADR, so averaging a kill a round as well. So a very even affair, although it may feel a bit more one-sided in the rounds to come, as Eversio will have to play with the pistols. Although if Trevor has a 5-7 in hand, we can't count him out just yet. And with the AK as well, they could exploit it a little bit. Zillion with the potential one-shot. So there is a chance in this round. Eversio not going to opt for a stack this round. They are just going to be 3 towards A and 2 towards B. Nobody towards mid, and that is where the T side are going to be pushing, taking that control early. Already down short as well, so he's going to be a fast push towards this B site, it feels like. One player taken down in absence. Elliot will trade it with the AK in hand so they know where the rifle is located. And he'll fall as well. B site now clear, and Eversio not quite to go down to 5, but a lovely shot from Crazy to the short, only. Unfortunately not going to be able to follow it up with anything more, and I think the AWP will be retrieved in the meantime. Trevor's still alive though, so can't count him out just yet. Cogbo seeing another player towards Con.
I get the timing here as well. Just about gets checked in the nick of time by Maxmine, so Trevor going down. Just Dragon Steer left in the 1 versus 3. Nowhere near any of those dropped weapons either, so might just be trying to play exits here.
Definitely interesting to see how much the T side are using the AWP on Mirage. I don't feel it's ever so important. Maybe the early picks towards ramp and mid, but you don't necessarily see it too much other than that, if I'm honest.
I think Dragon Steer there wanted to peek CT, but vent hadn't been opened yet. Okay. The T's clearing it. Finds the first. Not gonna find the second though.
You see the sus flake?
From Dragon Steer there.
Yeah. He's cheating, bro.
It's the new PC. Somebody check it.
You remember when Optic India?
Oh, Word.exe. How could I forget? You know he's on ban now. His ban expired.
Did it?
The return of Forsaken.
He's
We need
forsaken the
Counter-Strike
Indian
needs
scene
that.
now, though.
Yeah, no, Optic India just disbanded completely. Forsaken was the player.
I think
Unfortunately, he killed off the Indian CS scene single-handedly. We're so aggressive in mid here. Not gonna find anything. There is Howie holding, so they might have a duel very soon. Dranksteer also gonna take down Borom. Interestingly, up on Kovbo this round. Then does go down to Howie. Crazy trying to find the refrag, but goes down as well, so man advantage. Not for long. Dragonsteer takes down Howie, so 3 versus 3 re-established, but B-side is open.
Oh, no.
Closest player here is Dragonsteer with that AWP holding from window. Stakeli now starting to ask questions. No kit on the CT side as well, so Trevor is gonna have to book it from the A side. Stakeli can't take too long with this flank either. So he just gets spotted out there, so we'll go down to Antonio. And Antonio taking down the AWP of Dragonsteer, leaving Trevor in the 1 versus 3. They're looking for that AWP. Haven't found it just yet. And does go down, trying to retrieve it afterwards as well, so that's a tough round to lose, I think, if Eversio had the man advantage going into it, just maybe a blunder on mid.
Yeah, I thought Crazy
some good
should have
shots.
traded that, really.
Crazy. Maybe we're holding him, you know, maybe we're a bit unfair on him here, holding him to such a high standard from what we've seen early on in the season, but
He's
having a bit of
3K
an
though,
off day
he's 3K.
today.
3K elo. That should be bread and butter kill.
Yeah.
He's caught
For
the guy
sure,
off
but-
guard. It's unlucky.
I
It's
think
unlucky.
second to last right now on the side of Eversio. Hopefully we'll be able to turn it around.
On another eco though, unfortunately for them, so possibly a 7-3 scoreline after this round as well. I just don't know. I feel like they have good ideas, but the T side are just calling something else which kind of counters it. They had one player towards mid in that round. They tried to push mid, but there's 3 players located towards A. It's just not been the right time in the right place for the calls being made. Eversio going to stack this A site. The mid take is going to come through, and already down towards Delpan. Sorry, Trevor with a 5-7 though. He may find someone walking into his crosshairs, and he will find a kill as well. A lovely pop flash from Zellian to come through. But the T side are going to start the onslaught towards B site, and it will be another round, I believe, as they have no one present in the site apart from people coming in towards kitchen.
I think Trevor should play every round with a 5-7.
Yeah. He does have an AK in hand though, so they might be a bit too aggressive, and they are. Finds another kill. Cogbo I have to say, this man has been on point. But no, I said about the Optic India side. A big fight towards short those, hold that fort. Crazy gets a trade, but now it's pretty much not going to happen. And Zelian even finds an AK, so the save call will be
That
made.
grenade
Yeah. Cheers, thanks very
just
much.
gives Zillion every reason to run away and hide here.
Yeah, back to
Except
Optic.
for Molly as well, so.
Optic was the team I supported, you know?
In the
They've won-
States or in India?
States, the States. Not in India, mate. No.
They had 2 rosters at the point, so.
Oh, he even wins that fight and he threw away the, oh. But no,
Zelion does go down to the Glock there. I thought he threw away the op to pick up an AK, but Zelion just going down
I
to the
think
Glock.
he thought he was going to lose the fight, so he didn't want him to get the AWP. But yeah, Optic was the team I supported. I was kind of gutted when they left the scene.
Optic's one of those storied organizations. Just want to see them in every esport, to be honest.
Yeah, they're not that big though, are they? They have a COD team. That's about it.
Yeah. Fortunately, esports not the best business venture.
No, no.
Kelly will go down to the molly of Burrum, and Crazy going down as well. So Hexus once again man advantage here. And I feel like I have to say, Eversio haven't won a round in 4, and they've only won 1 of the past 8, seemingly 1 of the past 9, as it's just a 2 versus 5 here. Hexus just cracked the CT side completely open. Eversio unable to respond so far. Will have a lot to do on the T side here, so.
I feel like that's what the issue is when you're playing a side like this. You know, people from the west, no, east. Sorry, was
Here
right
they love
last time.
Mirage.
They love Mirage. It's like their favourite map. Even in the pro teams, they're playing Mirage and playing well on it. And I think maybe a Ancient. I know I don't like watching Ancient all the time, but I feel like an Ancient priority pick would try and come into fruition. But unfortunately, Mirage has been the map. We'll see if Eversio can get any more rounds on this CT side, but I feel like it's going to have a hell of a T side for them to come into this game.
Every Eastern European is born with a bottle of vodka in their hand and all of the call-outs and lineups for Mirage ingrained in their memory. Trevor also going down there.
Oh.
Just the op of Dragon's Tear to save.
I wasn't trying to be offensive.
I didn't specify anyone country, so I was careful not to just say, oh, you know, the big tree of Eastern Europe.
Who
So
are they?
well, I invoked the 5th.
Oh my god. No, just a bottle of vodka. Oh my god.
I can say I'm half Polish. I can say that we're basically Eastern
So
Europe.
that's one of the 3, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess you could, there's a debate to be had in that, but
What are
sure.
the other ones? I wonder.
I wonder. But Crazy does find the opener in this round, and Trevor does take down Burm through the smoke. So 2-man advantage for Eversio. Not very often that we've seen that in this game. Could find a third as well. Trevor taking down Maxmine. So just a 5v2. They've been in this position before though, Eversio and Hexus. Nothing to lose in this round. Last round of the half. So
A very messy round, I must say.
I feel like the T's here were just like, oh, it's 8-3 up. They just kind of freestyle it, and the Eversio able to hold down the fort quite well.
But again, I love Trevor's aggression in some places. Like, even going in front of that con smoke, having the aggression in his mind. It's
He's the
just
top fragger
good.
of the lobby across both teams right now, so.
I think if Eversio could adapt off the pressure that he exerts, it would be a lot better. Zelian falling. Dragon Tier going to fall as well. Oh no. There is a player on site. There is a player on site.
And it is Trevor.
Come on, Trevor.
Trevor, big task here. As soon as I said he's the top fragger, Antonello gets 2 kills and takes that spot, so once again the jinx. But Trevor with an opportunity here, take his spot back. Stakeli doesn't quite find the kill. Trevor does find the first onto Howie. Antonello with a kill onto Stakeli. He's gonna get mollied out on low on HP, does go down to the molly of Crazy,
A
so.
bit scary.
Oh my days.
All I was doing is moaning during that round. Oh, oh, oh no. Please. Trying to think of questions to ask, you know.
Let me think. You can ask them if they felt Mirage was easier with a substitute because like they're playing with their 5-man roster here, so I assume that there are, you know, strats that they would have practiced. But when you're with a sub, like you normally go Mirage because everyone knows Mirage, so maybe that freestyle on Mirage just gave them a bit more freedom.
A bit of loose gameplay. I feel like Trevor has that loose style. He'll take a fight somewhere, he'll push somewhere where he's probably not supposed to. But having that aggression can put people off and get kills, and he's clearly showing that in this game, sitting at 14-8. Sometimes someone who's too passive, someone who's a bit too scared to take fights, can often lead to not getting any kills, because when are you ever going to have the confidence to win a fight if you're not trying to take them, you know? So it might be nice to see if Eversio could try and work a playstyle where you give Trevor these opportunities to have a pop flash into somewhere, or give him that chance of having a bit of backup with a solo push rather than him going alone, because I feel like sometimes the solo pushes he exerts a bit too much and ends up dying after the entry. But high analysis over. I probably just chatted shit for the last 2 minutes, but you know,
That was good. It was a good analysis. No, like there were a couple of rounds on mid where Trevor does go down with the aggression and crazy peaks a bit too late, but pistol around here. A player has gone undetected in under Palace. Does get spotted though by Dragon's Tear. Howie does find a kill from CT. So 4 versus 3. Well, we'll be going down now. And Stakeli does find Howie. So 4 versus 2. Eversio in a good position, but not out of the woods just yet. Kit on Kovbo as well, so CTs will attempt this retake. Nothing to lose really in this pistol, as Kovbo does shift his way up that firebox. Does get spotted by Trevor though, so now just Max Mine in the 1 versus 4 position has been spotted and will be taken down by Dragon's Tear. Eversio picking up both pistol rounds this game.
No way.
Wouldn't believe it if you saw the score, but
No.
hopefully something to build on.
The poor boys.
You know, they just need to keep it simple, win this round, win the first buy round, and then it's game on again. So
I feel like this game has been a story of 4 players. Trevor and Dragon's Tear, and Antonello and Kovbo. They have been the standouts, and showing on the scoreline they are as well. The Deagle waiting for someone to walk into its crosshairs, not going to find a kill. The lineup was present, but no kills going away just yet. The short push going to come through, the Deagle going to come through the window, but in the end, Eversio winning these fights so far. Crazy going to get taken down, and it's going to be a 3v3, so the chance is there, but the flank from Steckle going to clean it up, and the last player, who's in somewhat of a good position, is stuck towards ladder. Has gotten away though, just.
gotta check the jump spot. I feel like you should go and try and save an AK here.
Oh my god. If Trevor doesn't spot the short player. AK gonna be picked up. Oh, okay, nice.
Just Howie 10 HP left. I'm curious that Stakeli hasn't actually upgraded this weapon yet, and in window now I don't think he's gonna have the opportunity to do so. Sticking with the Mac 10. Maybe was unaware that there was a Galil on short. Seems a bit like a misplay though.
But this has been the similar story for both halves. They win the first 2 and then lost the gun round. So we need to see Eversio pick up some gun rounds now if they want to have any sort of chance in this game. The scoreline quite misleading because the pistol rounds do warrant a second usually. So 4 rounds already gathered from pistol rounds alone. Eversio need to convert some gun rounds.
Burn once again. Glass cannon, 3rd round of the half. Will Eversio be expecting it this time?
I think this execute has taken a long time to come in. They are getting a lot of information. They are going to commit to the fight now, but already the CT side rotating on in. They're still not really committed. They've not really cleared any in positions. There's no flashes coming in through the team. They're layering towards Sandwich has found 3. No flash counting them out. The CT spawn coming in for the flank as well. Dragon's Tear will get 2.
It's just the upper left. Ah, it does find the kill though.
That was
Opportunity there, but
I love the play from Eversio, but where's the flashes? Literally no flashes came through. They just tried to take fights and
they
enough.
threw so much utility
Yeah.
that they were basically walking into a 5 stack on that A side. 5 versus 5, and
Not ready for that
Antonello
rotation, yeah.
having a great game. 3 kills from Sandwich. You know, he should be going down after finding the first, but credit to him. He's been having a monstrous game so far. And Eversio not even gonna buy into this round, just 2 deagles, and that's it. Borum immediately taking down Stakeli. Does miss a shot, gets dinked down to 13 by this P250 of Dragon's Tear.
Although maybe it's a bit harsh on Eversio, because if that player in Sandwich doesn't get the kills, it's their round for sure, I think.
Well, we've seen 5v2s get a bit hairy either, so it's difficult to say. Definitely feels like it should have been, but unfortunately for Eversio, 9-6 is the score, staring down the barrel of a 10-6 here. Dragon's Tear does get tagged to the wall, but does find Burham. So that is the AWP removed from the round momentarily. Sure that Hexus will be doing their best to try and save that into the next round. However, Eversio, a slow walk up onto this B side, and Zelion still has that solitary smoke. And Maxman actually does get tagged pretty low by Crazy there. Crazy though, just taking 10 HP off. Jumping down into under, and Eversio off the back of that sound cues will start rotating towards A. Is the right call, it's just Antonello here, so probably the last player you want to be walking into. However, numbers advantage do favor Eversio. Is spotted out, gets the first, doesn't find the second. Dragon's Tear with another kill in this round. However, 10 seconds left. Dragon's Tear just gonna try and get the bomb down. He's getting rushed from jungle though. Won't be allowed to plant this bomb, so Hexus, double digits, denied the bomb plant as well, so an op is saved. Could have been closer, but Hexus do hold on at the end of the day without suffering too much.
Eversio with a gun round now though, so finally something to sink their teeth into. And it's going to be a fast mid aggression from the nade coming in from Howie. Should do quite a bit of damage, not as much as I thought. 31 damage done to Dragon's Tear. But that is yeah, a little bit of damage really. 12 damage onto Trevor. Not a bad start for them. That is free damage after all. $300 for that is not too bad. But
So little utility left on the side of Eversio. Just the smoke and the flashes and one molly, so definitely feels like it has to be a B hit with this utility.
No real map pressure from the T side of Eversio taken. Crazy slowly making his way in towards mid. We'll find the AWPer, a bit more of a overstay from the AWPer there. The short player falling as well. Eversio with some great entries into this round. Howlers will trade out one. I'm not aware to this ramp player. Palace is the linchpin in this round, not finding the kills though. Eversio punishes it. And it will be a 4v1 now, and I think Eversio win this round as they will. Steckel finds the last, and Eversio with a bit of
surviving on 1 HP as well, so cherry on top for Eversio in that round.
The slow map control though. Taking mid late, very nice.
Crazy with that underplay, and like you said, Burham perhaps overstaying his welcome in window does go down.
I can understand nade in the smoke if it's early in the round, but when you know there could be someone under, it's quite risky. And he was punished for it in the end. The pistol's out for the CT side now as well. And Crazy will get tinked, but he will find the kill as well.
That was a 3-man stack in window, no?
Yeah.
First time I've seen that, I think. Surprised Crazy actually gets away with his life there. And with the kill as well, so.
I think the third one wasn't actually facing, it was behind the wall. So there was two
Ah, okay.
facing, and then one died and one didn't. So
That would make more sense.
I don't know if he got blocked or something.
Kelly does go down though.
Quite
Dragon
costly.
Spear as well, so cross lane round isn't over yet. Crazy, not the traditional opera either, so Howie could cause him some problems from this CT position. Does get spotted out by Zillion now though. Is Zillion chasing that down. Bomb will go down.
Just gonna go for the
Versus
weaponry.
Gonna go for the what?
Weaponry on the floor.
Ah, I mean, I'd expect Trevor to as well, to be honest. AK to be saved here. CT's nothing to lose, right? It's just the USPs, and in fact, Howie does momentarily pick up that AK. Last player is spotted, and the molly of Zillion will take him down as well, so Trevor making his way over to connector does retrieve an AK indeed. And Eversio with their 8th round of the game.
Gets a bit more tasty now. There's a bit of fight back in Eversio.
Well, Eversio already equaled their first half round tally, 6 rounds into the second half. You think that once again maybe it's because they are playing with the structured team, and on that CT side maybe it's chemistry where they haven't had much chance to build a lot, but on the T side it's easier to just call certain executes and just carry them out?
I think you're hit the nail on the head. The structured play.
That's a good interview question. If you needed interview questions, you have one. If you can get Zillion in the call, the team captain, you can ask him.
Yeah, I'll write that one down right now.
But Eversio mid trying to take mid early on in this round, not going to be contested by the T side. Trevor quick up on this catwalk position, thinking about pushing into short. Nothing so far. No contact yet for either of these teams. Crazy actually, I believe did walk up into B apartments all the way from under. So after that initial mid take, Trevor posted in lead room, very powerful position. It's Kovbo on short with the MP9, and Worm though has gone on a large flank here, and the timing does get caught by Stekeli. Perfect timing for Stekeli there. Punishes Worm. Went hunting with that AWP. A man advantage for Eversio. Bomb will make its way over towards the B side as utility is dropped for the execute. Kovbo spots Trevor, does find the kill, so once again 4 versus 4 now. With utility will be coming out. Howie also finds the Kelly trying to lurk on that A side. Crazy does find the kill though, so once again into a 3v3. Low on HP though. 2 of these CTs already on site. Antonello has been such a thorn in the side of this game. But Zillion does take him down. However, Howie with a kill of his own is just crazy. 2 HP and Zillion on 64. Zillion does go down, so Crazy left alone in the 1 versus 2. 2 HP, unable to find any of the kills there. And Howie with that big round. Catching the lurk of Stekeli and then rotating over and finding those kills.
Interesting.
And man, it's once again, they have the man advantage, Eversio. Everything seems to be going right, and I mean, Trevor, I think he was just looking the wrong direction for a split second in that ladder room. Just goes down to the MP9, and then it all sort of falls apart from there.
I think
without
a little
that
change of
change from short.
position though in that ladder room would have saved him having to look towards short.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the play was there, because they were clearly setting up towards the B side, and Trevor was just looking bench and connector from what I could see. So interesting.
I know they were going for the split, but if he went on top of the wood and then just held the entrance, he could have been ready for that split and not worried about 2 different angles to peek from. So, an unfortunate
Maybe
timing.
Stekeli a bit
in the end.
impatient as well with the lurk.
Yeah.
Hadn't even executed on the site yet, so Eversio will be able to muster a buy in this round. 3 AKs and 2 Galils. Utility as well, and Burrow quickly tag down to 46 HP through the smoke. So HP advantage for Eversio, however, not a lot of map control. And Maxmine will find Stekeli through the smoke, so Man advantage to Hexus.
Weaponry not really favouring the CT side though. An MP9 still on one player. I would like that to be switched over to the M4 with low HP, to be honest. Why not give the M4 away? But still advantage the T side as they slowly gather, slowly gather towards the A site, but advantage is actually on the CT side. Wrong there for myself. It's going to be a split towards A. The smoke towards short will signify the rotation from this B player. And again, the slow nades allowing the CT side to rotate on in. The nade going to come through towards Con. Trevor trying to take this fight towards jungle. And the lovely entry from Crazy and Dragon Tier make this round possible. Trevor going to find a kill as well. And finding another through the smoke. Eversio managed to bail themselves out of an uncomfortable situation. Probably one of the first times we've seen them win a round with a man disadvantage, and what a time for it to come. Kovboy will try and save this AK. Eversio will try and hunt it. They don't want him to get away with this, but I think he will. He's going to hold for the push against him, but there's no real chance of anyone getting to him now. But no, a lovely round of Eversio have clawed it back.
Hexus low on money as well. 0 loss bonus, so Eversio could take this AK away, but they're not gonna go hunting, so should know that it's just the AK in the round based off the economy here.
A force by coming in. Howie picking up a deagle and armour, and the pause comes in. Ooh, what are they thinking? Made it a bit more competitive, making Hexus nervous a little bit. With the economy they have, they could be looking at 11 to 10. If they force into this, maybe 11-11.
Eversio on this T side have always been one gun round away from being right back in it. And we're at the point where it's 11-9, so it's do or die time here.
I think the fact...
Definitely should be trying to seal this round, but like you mentioned, Hexus seemingly forcing into this. Interesting call, in my opinion.
The fact that Eversio won these pistols has given them a lot of leeway, I feel. It could have been a lot more one-sided if they didn't win the pistol rounds. It would have been already over, but allowing them 4 rounds for free has given them a little bit of a chance, forcing them onto an eco now. Another pause coming through. I don't know if it's technical or tactical.
I feel like they took a technical pause to discuss some tactics, but off the back of that, the force, like you mentioned, I don't know if Eversio will be caught out by this. Definitely wasn't what I was expecting, given the economy.
I feel like Eversio should manage to deal with the util they have, but are they going to actually use it? That is the key question. Just one
Quick progression towards ramp as well by the CTs. Crazy just needs to get his gun out. Finds the first, expects the second, takes him down as well, so couple of kills.
It's going to be a B hit, the bomb going B, but the B site is now clear as they think it's an A hit. So Eversio
It's so important as well. 2 rifles of the CT side, both on that B side, so it could have gotten very dicey there, you know, walking into the 2 rifles. Eversio with a healthy split here to actually hunt down these rifles as well. And really give themselves an angle back into this game. I feel like if Maxmine and Kovbo go down here, then it just has to be a full eco in the next.
A messy
Eversio,
performance,
however,
but getting the job done.
one way or another. Not the best economy on the Eversio side though, so seemingly hesitant to hunt these rifles. Would make their life a hell of a lot easier, but does seem like it's going to be just Dragon's Tier. Spots the first. We'll be calling this info over to his team. Kovbo does turn around in the nick of time, taking down Trevor as well, so it does end up being quite costly for Eversio there, as Kovbo and Maxmine are allowed to save these rifles into the next round.
It looks like it's going to be an eco. The 11-11 scoreline possible. bring it back to even. Eversio been behind throughout this game. Have a chance to go level. And what a way to do it. I have to say, I thought they were not going to get close, but they've managed to claw it back. We'll see if they have a chance. They should win this round. I'm not going to jinx it. I hope not anyway. Howie with the deagle. Going to look for some kills. He found one, but he will find a second. Looking for the one towards Palace, but going to get pushed away. Also, he's going to get burned alive, but the smoke should prevent him from dying.
They threw 5 mollies at combo. They knew he was there, and none were reaching him, and they just said, "Ah, man, you just gotta die."
Throw it all.
Does still manage to get away with 3 HP. Bomb has been planted though, and rifle swapped over onto Antonello, so they could just be looking at another save here. Honestly, taking 2 rifles into the next round will allow them to buy very comfortably, and Eversio once again not looking to hunt. However, cities will be pushing onto the site now. First couple of kills will go their way, and the rifles just hanging out over towards connector. It will be the save indeed.
I think that was a good little play from them though. They like said to the people with the pistols, go see what you can get done. And if you get it done, the rifles will come and join you. So they just sort of hung back, waiting for them to try and make an impact. Clearly they didn't, because they didn't get any kills, but the fact that they're communicating that to each other, they could have helped them if it went their way, but nevertheless Eversio pick it up, make it 11-11. And what a way to do it. Another pause coming through. Been a lot of pauses this game, I must say.
They're all tech. There were 2 tacticals in the first half from Eversio, and apart from this, it's just been technical pauses. So
key round here. I feel like this is going to be the one that decides it. Eversio have a bye after this though, so they are in the more advantaged position. They can force an overtime if they do lose this round, whereas if the CT side lose it, we might be favoured towards Eversio. My betting prediction would be Eversio if they win this. So but it's a lot closer than what it looked like it was going to be. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe it is a T-sided map. I'm just not aware of it. I haven't played much, so I could probably definitely be wrong.
score was 8-3 at one point, so definitely felt like a done deal. Eversio clawing back tooth and nail, and we find ourselves 11-11 here. Full buy on both sides though. Like you said, Eversio have another buy in the next round regardless of what happens here. Same can't be said for the CT side. They will have a buy regardless with the loss bonus and the saved rifles should they lose this round, but
Missed the jump. Oh, but looking for an entry towards this B site. He is playing a dangerous game with a lot of players waiting towards there. He has gone aggressive though, and that one-shot potential could bail him out of certain situations. He is just waiting for a peek to come through. Crazy, maybe the one to give it to him.
Crazy has a bomb on his back as well. So much information. If he just decides to swing this at the wrong time.
A late mid-take, but so much information gathered towards B. The Oppa could just stay here for the rest of the round and give all the information to his team. Crazy has to find this kill if he wants to win the round for the side of Eversio. Will shoulder peek, but gets taken down. The bomb spotted as well. The rotation going to flood on in from the CT side. Already players towards kitchen, and the Orpa still in prime position to deal with any sort of push. Finds another towards short. Tries to go for the one towards Pallet. Oh, App, sorry, but isn't successful. And the CT side are now in a 3v2 as the kills do favour them. And the rotation is as well. Dragons here with a great position. But the bomb isn't even going to get to the site quicker than Howie. It's on Dragon's tier to find another kill to make it easy for his teammate to plant. But they are going to play it a bit more passive. They don't know where they're going to exactly plant the bomb, so it has split now. But the bomb will come down, and they think it's B, or no? They are going to think it's A now, but time ticking away. Still a 2v2. Howie needs to find this kill for his team, and same with Dragon tier. The peek's going to come through, the information gathered, but both players nervous to take the fight. Howie going to do a lot of damage, not finding the kill though. How much that could impact this round. And they're going to come through. Dragon Tier gets a kill, though. Makes it worth his while. And the last player towards ramp, Steckel in a 1v1. No kit on the player. He could just play the time. He's going to peek out. No kit, though. Oh my god, it's going to be close.
No, there's no time. There's no time. Steckel is on it.
Oh, what a round. I thought Eversio were dead to right, but they managed to get it done. 12-11. And they have every advantage in this round with the economy. They could buy what they want, whereas two of the players of Hexus going to struggle. What a round.
It's always so close, these rounds. This game has been so neck and neck throughout.
The spontaneous calls, though. Dragon's Tier. He is the key player in that round. Finding out the position is open, calling his teammate to rotate and even getting a kill on the rotation, and to get that nade as well. Oh my god. He literally won the round there, I think. The 1v1 was going to be always going to be difficult for the CT sided player. 2v1 is definitely possible, but the kit as well down. It's just a great round from
And Dragonsteer has really picked it up on this T side. I mean, he was lagging quite far behind Trevor on the CT side in terms of kills and damage, and he's really closed the gap. It's just 3 kills between them now. Great game from both of them, of course. But Dragonsteer has been so impactful in the second half. And like you just said, I mean, that round with the flank and finding that kill into jungle, and then that second kill on stairs is just the cherry on top. So definitely won them a very important round there, at least confirming overtime. And Zelion gonna escape with his life, does get legged by Burum, goes aggressive in apps for I think the 5th time on this CT side. Eversio none the wiser to it. Well, damage traded early on here. Interesting to note, CTs do not have a kit, so Eversio just need to get this bomb down, and that fuse is 30 seconds long.
I love the rotation of the AWPer, but I don't think it's the right call. He showed his presence towards B. He is slowly getting his way back, so not all of doom and gloom, but Max is going to be the linchpin. He's going to find the kill in the back. No one going to trade it. He's going to look for a second as well, but Trevor takes him down. The chance gone for the trade. Antonello in a great position. Once again, Steckel not checking it. And slowly but surely, Eversio getting whittled down one by one. The player towards top of ticket going to take another down. And Eversio, just not enough structure in this round, is getting picked apart.
So is given a free kill off the back of that miss from the AWPer though. So 2 versus 3, maybe something to play for here. Dragonsteer once again in a key position on A side.
They need to.
We'll have to face off. Yeah, the top fragger on this CT side, and Nate has gone to CT, not even considering that there might be a player in Ninja. So Dragonsteer gonna get taken down in the back. Zelion thought he was gonna go down to the nade there. Does get checked by Kovbo, and it will be 12-12. So Eversio unable to get it done in regulation, and we will be heading to an overtime.
That last round just not very convincing. No structure or idea of where they're really going. People spread across the map completely, starting off at B, going back towards mid, then going back to A. It's very ill prepared in a key moment in this game, and ultimately they do lose the round and have to go to this OT. I think they would have been disappointed not to close it out after the massive comeback they produced.
What do you think here? You think Eversio will get the job done in overtime, or do you think they're running out of steam now?
I feel like with the economy not being a factor, I feel I favour the CTs, if I'm honest. I've seen more out of them than I have Eversio to feel like they're going to cross the line with a win. But it's going to be on the CT, this T side, but again, seeing a full economy might put a downer on the things.
In Eversio's defense, 8 of these 12 rounds they've won so far did come on this T side, so gun rounds have definitely been working for them better on the T side. I bet they'd love another pistol round right about now. However,
Yeah.
full weaponry for the remainder of this game.
I think the AWPer on the other side, or on the CT side, Berm will be more aggressive in his peak now, and that it has a very big factor into this side. He's peeked in towards B-Apps, got a double kill, should have probably won the round, but Eversio have converted it. He's then done it again, gathered loads of information, gets a leg, which is just barely missing out on the kill. If he had the armour, maybe took a harder peek, but without the armour, he was a bit more passive in his approach. But look at this, already on towards short, already with a massive position towards mid. And
A side's completely open though, and the Versio all stacked up on a ramp. They could just walk into a completely free site right now. Unaware of this though.
They have had very slow approaches to their executes though, and it's playing right into the CT's favour at the minute. They are going to commit now, but rotation's coming in.
Still able to so much position on this site. Kills will be traded. Dragon Steer does go down. Trevor does take down Howie though. And Trevor does go down on the CT position. So man advantage to the CTs. Stekeli unable to chase down that frag. Awkward position here for the T's. And Stekeli does go down. Does find the kill with the molly. And Crazy with the kill of his own. Puts us in a 2 versus 2 now. So Antonello and Maxmine. Crazy taking down Maxmine. Just Antonello left. Low HP on both of these T players. However, Antonello has been spotted there, and Crazy forced out by the molly. Just Zelion left on the ramp. Not planted for him. Time is ticking. We'll have to stick this. Zelion aware of that. Round has been won, regardless, by Eversio. I think. Yes. I mean, these two diffuses have been a lot not as close at all as like it's being insinuated, but the fact that they tap these bombs and like stick them, I'm like, oh, is this closer than I'm thinking? But Eversio with a comfortable round there. I mean, all 10 players going down does actually favor the T's more than the CTs, especially with that bomb plant. Broom won't be able to buy an AWP next round if he goes down here. Would have to ask for a drop from one of his teammates if they can afford it. But will definitely be looking to hold on to it and win the round for his team. But Eversio do re-establish their lead, 13-12 here.
Opting for another A execute as well. If it's not broken, do it again, is their motto in this round, and they are going to attempt to do it again. However, there is going to be 2 players located towards this A site in this round. Flashes are going to have to be key. Howie in a great position to deal with any sort of pushes. The smokes have managed to delay this push from Eversio, so they are going to have a lack of smokes in position.
They've thrown all their smokes as well, so opting to push out.
Dry. Molly was good though, forces the AWP out of position. It's very
Once again,
awkward
A
round.
completely open.
There's just no util for this post plant or even plant. They're not even going to hold the CT position. The AWPer's going to take down the bomb plant. It makes it a sticky situation. There's no smoke for Con. It's just making it very sticky, and the AWPer going to go for another. Crazy dispatches of him though, and Trevor finds another one. Huge kills in the consequences of this round. Again, just no position to deal with any plants or the fuses. They managed to barely get the bomb plant down, and that was out of luck, I feel. It's still going to be a 3v2 though. Eversio with a
Antonello
chance.
full utility here. Can molly ramp and smoke this bomb. Smoke does go towards Palace. Stekeli going down, so just Dragon Steer and Palace. It's gonna go down immediately there. And I have to say, I have no idea what Zelion's doing. Planting out in the open like that. There's no smoke to CT. All 5 players on the CT side are still alive. You've got to know that there's somebody in CT, and if he's not there already, he's gonna be pushing you, so I just have no idea what happened in that round. Even the second player who went for a plant. I mean, Trevor's holding a nade towards Palace, completely giving his back to connect there. Just seems like a complete misread from Eversio in that round.
I feel like one smoke completely stopped their execute as well. They threw the smokes out, but when the smoke landed ramp, they cancelled, and then they had nothing left to hold the site with. So I think that needs to be something they work on, potentially not going straight into an execute and trying to bait out some nades before trying to commit to a take, because ultimately that's what cost them. The after plant was not there because they couldn't get the plant down. But nevertheless, we find them in another round, and They're not out of the woods just yet. Dragonsteer holding for the B aggression and will find a kill, so advantage of Eversio once more in this game.
Bomb
Dude,
is
he
spotted
is
by the
triggered.
CT, so
He is so triggered. Coverbo gonna find
Ever
a
it
trade.
does go down.
Very disjointed
I don't know,
approach.
very upset to be going down there.
Bro's holding from TV room. What?
I feel like Antonello should be the last person in the server to be complaining about crazy kills here. He's been having some crazy hits of his own. Of course, you haven't levied any of their complaints in the chat just yet. So,
It was a terrible smoke. Just barely gets across there.
Molly is good to deny. Maxima is low on HP already, and Brom will have to try and take an M4 here, I feel. Up in the retake. Nothing to lose in this round, so... Let's stick with the AWP for the time being. Nate is good, they'll draw Kelly out from his position. Does get away with his life though. Maxima solo on HP, that's taking these duels difficult here, but Burm does find Kelly. Crazy now. Finds the first, second, offer to him for free, and does take Durham. Shooting him in the back there, finding Eversio second round in overtime.
Now he mentioned
Score.
Antonello. He hasn't really done much in these overtime rounds or the later stages of this game. I feel like he's been on around 25 for quite a while, so maybe a bit of frustration popping in for him.
Yeah, in the entire second half, only able to muster, like, I believe he ended the first half on 18 kills.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, he's on 25 now. It's only been 7 kills in an entire half and a half of overtime as well. So
Seems like the
Seemingly-
challenge has been on this CT side though. So Eversio with the tool order now.
good flash, but Burrow holding very passively. Won't be caught out by that. Might get caught out by the player on short. Does go down to Stekeli, so
Whoa. Right.
Maxmine finding a crazy shot onto Crazy actually there. I think the smoke had just started to fade. And that's a big nade onto Dragonsteer. Half HP here. 4 versus 4, however. Does look like it's gonna be an A execute through mid, so Trevor gonna have lots of people to deal with and does go down immediately to Howie. Just Dragonsteer in jungle will go down as well without any response. So 4 versus 2 now, and Eversio conceding the round here. Just trying to save these rifles into the next.
This is what I was scared of as well. I thought the rounds would be won on the T side. And I could honestly see the CTs, or T's, sorry, getting 3 on this round, or this half. It's such a difficult CT-sided map, this game. No real team getting anything done, but I feel the firepower just favours this T side.
Teams are so neck and neck.
Mm.
I feel like this could even go to double overtime, honestly.
That all-important one round on CT or the rest. That's going to be the changing point in this game. Oh my god. Oh. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Okay,
all things
let's go
considered,
down, but yeah,
just walls.
it's
mate.
more the drop on Dragonsteer. Goes down this round. We'll need the drop from Stekeli in the next. Or from Zillion, I should say, as Stekeli does buy down to 4.5k here.
Another pause. It's such a strange game. Such a strange game. Not separating these teams, but I feel like the T side have won off the back of their individual plays, and Eversio have won off team plays. So it's very awkward in a sense to analyse, as it's just winning gunfights or executing a site and winning. But is it going to be enough? That one CT-sided round from Hexus, was it? No, it's Hexus. Is it going to be enough? It's been a very heavily favoured T side for both sides, getting 8 apiece. Only winning 2 gun rounds. Max going to peek towards Max. Not going to find the kill though. Massive kill for Dragonsteer to find. Antonello going to fall as well. Zelian doing his job towards short. Finds another, or not quite another one, but 4 HP left remaining. The nade finishes the player off, and Eversio with a great chance to make it. To 50.
Could get caught though. That player's aggressive on apps. Dragonsteer not looking just yet, holding down short. Crazy does find Burm. Double up actually from Eversio. Didn't notice it initially. Did work out for them,
And that's what
as
I
they
like to
do.
see.
Just shake it up a little, you know?
Eversio going aggressive with someone. Dragonsteer taking the incentive on and gets the job done. This is what Eversio need to do. Ruffled some feathers. And they're going to pick up
And
another.
Howie as well in that round, just too far away from his teammate. Dragonsteer finds the opener, and Howie's too far away to respond, even though he's meant to be the refrag player there. So, Hexus given a bit of a taste of their own medicine, of that aggressive play. Eversio with the chance to close it here.
Potential here for Crazy. Finds an entry. Massive in the scheme of this game.
It's again that double op. Maybe Hexus not expecting an op to be posted in connector.
In with my heartstrings there.
Here it does get tagged down to 55 HP, but does get away with his life.
Oof.
Eversio maintain this man advantage.
Missed his smoke. What?
Terrible connector smoke there, and Crazy given a free kill onto Burm. So Eversio 5 versus 3 now. Maxmine seems to think that he might find a player here, and does indeed pick out Stekeli. So B-side could be open, but Zelion holds steady here. 4 versus 2 does go down with the wall bang from Antonello, and bomb should be planted. However, Antonello still holding this window position. Howie does make the jump spot. 3 versus 2 now. Bomb will go down. Trevor is coming from short. Could get caught by Howie though, and does indeed. So 2 versus 2 with 2 AWPs in the retake for Eversio. Dragonsteer just walking out slowly here. I feel like this AK of Howie is just gonna be so instrumental. Bomb does go further ticked. Know where both players are now, so time is of the essence. Dragonsteer does find the first. 2 versus 1 now. And Bomb is so far ticked, and Antonello does find the kill. So we will indeed be going into a double overtime. And just in the nick of time, after no kills in any round in overtime, he finds 3 in that final round to keep Hexus alive in this game. We have to stop jinxing these things, we have to stop jinxing. Okay. So. Second round of OT here. Snipe had to step away for just a moment. We'll be back in a bit though. Antonello, off the back of a big round there, does hold on to this AWP, looking to peek out window. Smoke is blown apart, doesn't spot anything though, so mid control is given to Hexus here as Antonello peeks down short, and Maxmine is gonna take this connector angle. Eversio with a big rotate from Trevor Daunt. He might fight bomb soon. Timing could work out against him here as Burm is coming behind. Might have just missed Trevor here, and Trevor sees this bomb. Antonello surely goes down to Trevor here. Trevor with a big flank. Problem is, does he expect Burm? Doesn't indeed, so trade will once again be taken. Lots of information for Eversio, and Stekeli does find the kill onto Howie. So Eversio once again with this aggression find a couple of frags. 4 versus 3 now on Burm. Knows that Crazy is gonna be pushing, so does once again even out the numbers. Down to 6 HP though, and Eversio know that this bomb is still lingering towards his B side. However, Stekeli rotating towards mid. Actually going all the way to this A side.
Uh-oh.
Wrong call here.
That's a cool knife.
Zelion will have 3 players to deal with. All 3 just shifting out of ramp. 20 seconds left in the round, so Zelion's gonna hear the util and call that over now. Lots of work to do from this short position. Does go down though without anything in return. And Burm 6 HP, no problem, does find the frag. Just Dragonsteer with this AWP will get taken down, and Borum finding 4 kills in the round. Eversio once again with the man advantage, unable to capitalize. Getting punished and almost gifting Hexus around there, so...
I feel like the scoreline of Brum has been... It doesn't really impact, or... it doesn't have... I don't know how to say it.
It's not reflecting his impact
Yeah.
on this game.
This impact of the AWP, the early peaks, the rounds where he gets multi-kills, it's just...
And first half we were saying how influential Kovbo was.
Yeah.
He's bottom of his team right now, so
Oh no.
it's been a very changing game. Just so frustrating once again. Eversio with the advantage there, unable to convert it into anything meaningful, and Trevor just gonna go down immediately here. Big opportunity for Hexus to find a second round on the T side. Crazy does find a kill on mid though, so numbers are once again evened out. 4 versus 4, but that double up. Always gonna play into the T's hands. Howie does take a big chunk of damage to the nade, and Stekeli going aggressive, finds the bomb, but might get punished again. Does go down to Antonello. Timing is unfavorable to him, and Zillion, 3 players from short, has a lot to do. Finds the first. Maxmine looking for the trade, but Zillion able to just sneak away and gets tagged by Dragonsteer. Zillion with the repeat will take him down, so low HP on Antonello and Howie. But 3 AWPs on the side of Eversio, and I'm not sure this is the right call here. All of these players on Hex is so low that definitely feels like Zillion should just have a pistol in his hand, if not retaining that M4.
It's a bit scary if he loses this fight. He's been spotted, his teammate probably get that kill. But no, oh no, the AWP has fallen. And now it's AWPs to try and retake this site. The bomb plant should go down. Dragonsteer though with a great kill to start things off. The bomb plant not going to go down, or just about goes down, but Dragonsteer taking it upon himself to win out the round. Eversio do find another round on the CT side, and if it follows the timeline as the previous overtime, 1 round's enough to make it go overtime again. So one more, they need to break the curse. Or will it be
This
another
game is
two-side
absolutely crazy. I was like, oh, this won't be too long. I'll go and watch the second half of the Champions League semi-final. But Eversio and Hexus saying, no, this is the intense game tonight. So
yeah, cancel your plans.
yeah, great game of Counter-Strike though. So unpredictable, could really go any team's way right now. Lots of A aggression from Hexus early on. Crazy's gonna take a lot of damage in that molly.
The team
So I
that
said
loses-
lots of A aggression, lots of A setup. Nobody actually going too aggressive yet. Will walk out onto the site now.
This is the
Site
big
actually
thing.
given to them for free, so
They're out with the smokes blooming. This is the executor one. Dragonsteer will deny the aggression in towards CT. A lack of a flash gets punished. 4v5. Eversio in favour. The player on top of box. It's not finding the kill. Steckled down to 4 HP. Needs to try and stay alive. Swap over with the AWP maybe. And
Nate does
Eversio
nothing
taking it
there
very
as well,
slow.
so
Very slow with this retake. We're going to slowly peek out. Crazy will find the kill, but still lots of positions they need to try and disrupt. And the bomb planner, the bomb defuse will come through. Eversio not even losing a player, and they managed to close it with 2 rounds on this overtime.
how have they won that round without dropping a single player?
I have no idea.
Trevor with 2k and the Oppers swinging into these tight angles and hitting those shots, so even Stekeli on 4 HP surviving. Eversio on the T side now. Historically, and when I say historically I mean in the past, in this past game, should favor them. However, can never be too certain, and interestingly, it's crazy with the AWP instead of Dragonsteer this time. Can't blame him, has been hitting some really good shots. Also picking up steam on the scoreboard, 23 kills to his name, and Dragonsteer is basically caught up to Trevor, 27 to 28. These 3 players having a massive game for Eversio. Over on the side of Hexus, it's more or less Antonello, who's once again solo carrying these very crucial rounds. He's up to 30 kills here, so slow round from Eversio. Be a window smoke coming out from Zillion. It's a running window smoke. Just to flex a little. Bomb does look like it wants to end on the B side. That's a perfect nade though. To blow up the window smoke and find the frag. Will be a B hit, but Eversio, they've been stopped here.
They just don't bait out any util. They've got full util. They've still got a nade, 2 smokes left. They smoke the apps now as well, and Eversio have to change their tact because of it. They're going to hear all this rotation, the AWP Brum, hearing it all going on. Will find a kill in towards window as well. And Eversio just trying to execute without any, without baiting any util out. They've got full money. They're going to have every weaponry in hand. And Antonello with his tried and true position will find another 3k from the position he once held down before. And Eversio will find the first round lost.
Once again, I don't know what's going on there. Like, you made absolutely no play on A side, so how are you not checking sandwich? Side like, they're just planting for sure there, and nobody's checked anywhere on site. Just so confused with some of these A plays.
Eversio need to do a default before executing. It's really biting them in the back because they're just setting up with 4 players. The aggression comes through, gains information, and if there is a push, Molly's going to delay it, smokes are going to delay it. There's a smoke on ramp already, they're going to have to run through it. And Molly's gone towards Palace now. It's just delaying it as much as they can. The smoke's going to come out and they're going to have to run through it now. They are going to commit the 3 players located towards the side. Steckel going to find a massive kill towards mid, but Howie with no smoke present. The flash will try and stop him from taking any kills, and he will stay alive, but 2 players trying to push him, crazy.
Antonello once again on Ninja.
Oh my god.
Only finds the first before going down, but so much damage done, and they've just once again let Antonello stay in that Ninja position.
It's such an awkward
Now
round.
Kelly does have the flank onto Baroom here, or it might be Maxmine. It is Maxmine indeed, but had to go quickly as a massive kill to find 4 versus 1. And the fact that Baroom has an op here should mean that Eversio can take this. I'm telling you, Baroom had an M4 or an AK. He could find something in this round, but Eversio. Eversio do confirm that we will, at the minimum, see triple overtime. Further putting a thwart in my Champions League viewing plans. However,
I said to someone I'd be an hour.
it has been a great game of Counter-Strike though, so no complaints from my end.
No. Hopefully Eversio can top it off with a win. That's the least they could do. Again, Crazy going to go for a peek towards ramp. Nice little bit of play, but not going to be rewarded for his patience. 3 players located towards the A site for the T side. Trevor, I don't know. I don't know what to say. All this structure and then thrown away by a peek towards ramp and a peek towards Palace. Now it's a 3v5. They are going to execute in the end, but if he was planning to do one, why not just wait it out, not give them entries up, and now it's going to be a taller order. 4 players located towards this A site, just the single player holding the B site. The reader's there, and the reader's right so far. Crazy, just
And those 2 players going down for free are the top fraggers as well. They've been so on point today. It feels so lazy almost to just try and take these dry peaks. So Kelly does find the first though. But Maxmine and Howie, before Auto Director even has a chance to catch up, do find the 3 remaining kills. Antonello cooped up in that ninja position once again, didn't even have to activate, and it will be triple overtime indeed.
Let's go. I've decided I'm going to ask questions that you have asked, and
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to ask individual rounds because I can't even remember them now.
Yeah.
is going to be about emotion, hard work, and maybe some tears to try and win this game. It looks like it might be.
Man, I really bloody hope they win this game.
Yeah.
Can't imagine a loss after all this. Good start, couple of kills on the mid.
Ooh.
Kovbo does go down on short as well, so Eversio 2-man advantage over both of these CT players here, and Burum so good with this AWP since overtime has started. Stakeli low on HP as well, so that 4 versus 2 all of a sudden feels a lot closer than it was before, and Dragonsteer also going down so low. So Stakeli, big job here, does go down to Maxmine, and all of a sudden that 2-man advantage is just taken away once again. Eversio unable to make the most of it. The reluctance to push onto side though has taken Burum's attention over from this B site. Maxmine as well, very passive hold. Will obviously call as soon as he hears the bomb tap, but does allow Eversio to get into these better positions. Bomb just tapped. Fortunately for Eversio, that does give CTs more of a time to rotate.
Oh no.
Dragonsteer just goes down immediately as well, so Zillion 1 versus 2 now does go down as well, so Hexus in the 4 versus 2, able to hold on. And we'll pick up the first round of triple overtime.
That is sad. Big sad.
I just don't know what's happening there, Eversio. Even in the 2 versus 2, 2 mollies left, none thrown to any angle. I know bomb wasn't far ticked, but killed before they're even allowed to use them, and Eversio will be calling their first tactical timeout since the first half here.
That's gonna.
I gotta give credit to these players. I would just be out of the game at this point.
Yeah.
38 rounds played. Or sorry, we're about to be on round 37, I believe.
I hope
So-
the interview is after winning the game, so they're not sad. That's all I've got.
Oh man. I gotta be real, if I'm one of the Eversio players and I've just lost in triple overtime, I'm not doing any interview.
That is fair.
But game is still wide open. Could go either way here.
Yeah. Still. Fourth overtime. I don't think I've ever watched the fourth overtime played.
I've seen it in pro play, I've never seen Eversio in a quadruple overtime.
Oof.
I once had a triple overtime against Zelion, but that was it. And that was back during the CSGO days, so that was a rough trip. And we lost that, and we had to go to a map 3. That was rough.
Oh, the
No
timing.
kills in the round just yet. Damage being traded. And Kovbo seemingly was gonna get caught out there. Does find 2 kills and does drop the bomb, so...
Dragon's here though.
And Zillion back on A side. Do find kills of their own. Problem is, HP is so low on the Eversio side, and Kovbo. Oh, Dragonsteer onto Howie. That's a massive kill, leaving just Kovbo the player on low HP.
Ace
So,
to win it.
Crazy and Zillion. That was a crazy shot from Dragonsteer. Unbelievable towards that market position. And Kovbo could make a round-winning play here, but Crazy holds his nerve and finds the kill. Felt
Okay.
like when he went on that hunt there over towards Kitchen, he was definitely gonna find that kill over an apps, but Crazy holds his nerve, and Eversio do tie up the game here. Round number 39.
Don't
There
you
were
hate
games
saying it?
over the weekend that ended by round 15 during the IASF qualifiers, and here we are almost 3 times the amount of rounds later. Eversio with a lot of mid aggression. Dragonsteer expecting the repick from Burum. Not the first time he's tried that. Will punish him. So opener for Eversio.
I feel like it's going to be the team that picks up 2 CT-sided rounds. Because one is the going rate, I feel like. Every single round has been one round on the CT side, the rest have been on CT. So I feel like...
And should Eversio find this final round of this half, they're gonna be kicking themselves that they lost round 1.
True.
That was a 4 versus 2 and they just completely threw it away. There's so much utility left. As I say that though, Antonello does pick up Trevor, so numbers are once again evened out. Kelly trying to play a bit of a lurk here.
Has pulled the rotation. 3 players going back towards the safe site. It is going to be a big take. Coverboat on the site though to try and defend, and now second thoughts are going through the heads of the side of Eversio. Zelian will get taken or get a kill, and Dragon's Tear and Steckle will fall, and potentially the 2 rounds on the CT side are going to come through unless Zelian has something to say about it. We'll find one through the box, so the potential is there. Time ticking away though, 20 seconds left on the clock. Hasn't got the bomb down just yet. But the ball is in his court. He needs to make the play. The fake plant coming in. We'll try and challenge and we'll find the kill. A 1v1 now. How is to do it? The fake plant coming through. He's going to stick it now. He's not going to be aware to the player coming in. Apps though. It's probably the one position he's not aware of this time.
Streak bullets as well. So difficult for Zelian here. Does seem to think it might be apps now. But once again, just 3 bullets in that AK.
Nade.
Oh, with the final bullet, Zelian. Was that a 1 versus 4? Crazy round from him.
That secures overtime 4. Let's go.
But Zelian had a relatively quiet game. He was the only player on the server without 20 kills before that round. Was sitting on 19, and just when Eversio needs it, their captain really digs them out of a hole there, ensuring a 20th round.
What a round.
And as you said, maintaining the standard where 1 CT round would be enough to confirm at least quadruple overtime, but as well the morale there just should be completely depleted on this Hexus side, and they seem to be going for a B mid split here. Bomb is left in spawn, and Dragon's Tear does look like he wants to go a bit aggressive with this op, but Antonello ready for it, will find the kill, and now off the back of that trying to just rush out of B. Does hesitate for a second though, and Trevor goes down for free. It's had very quiet overtime. Crazy does find the kill though, so reduces the deficit to just 1. However, Bomb is making his way over to A. Couple of players in this underpass position. So, good molly in short, lots of information gained from that. Kelly going aggressive in apps now. So, information for this Eversio side as the rotates will come through. They'll be able to fight off this A push with the full brunt of their team. Zelian might find a pick here. Does look away the wrong time, does still find the kill, so 3v3 once again. And Crazy makes it a 3v3 to Bomb is spotted.
Double
Interesting to see Stakeli also with that AWP. First time we're seeing him picked up, so 40 seconds still left on the clock for this T side. Crazy looking for the aggressive peek, does find Kovbo. But Antonello jumps, not gonna find the kill, and now Zelian with just 5 HP. Antonello once again so crucial to this Hexus side, and doesn't even fake tap the bomb, just sticks it immediately. So
do you think the AWP pickup was a mistake?
I do. It's the first time he's picked it up ever, I think, for Eversio, but Zelian has the right position. It's Antonello just completely looking the wrong side, and just has to peek here and does find the bag. That's a brilliant rotate from Zelian. Just a great play to show us his game sense, you know. Just as soon as Stakeli goes down, he's not even waiting for the bomb plant. He's just booking it for that rotate. And Antonello, who's been so crucial for Hexus, does go down, and now Eversio 2 opportunities to seal it.
Let's go, Eversio.
And you know, I say it, quadruple overtime at the minimum confirmed here. So round number 41 now.
No.
Antonello on for a 40 bomb.
Whew.
And I feel like Dragon's Tear and Crazy really have come to light in this overtime, where Trevor just maybe easing off the gas a bit, has had some impactful rounds, but definitely has been Dragon Tear and Crazy's match since then.
Just got a message on Discord. That's probably the one that I said I'd be an hour to.
Last round here. Hopefully Eversio can convert this. Damage onto Burrum, so Eversio with a slight advantage so far. No trades just yet. 65 seconds left on the clock.
A very slow round from both sides. That controlled game though, how he's going to be the one to take the kill down him towards window. Dragon Tier trades it out quickly. Europa going to be challenged once again, and Zelium will go aggressive towards short. A massive kill to find as he gives the advantage to his side. Brum sneaking out of the app, going to look for a kill. Not going to be able to find it in Eversio in a dominant position. And will this be the round they win to confirm the game?
Overtime 3 has just been the Zelion show.
Indeed,
So many
indeed.
important rounds in Dragon's Tier there. Finding Kovbo, just the 1 versus 4 left for Antonello. If there had to be a player to do it on the side of Hexus, it would be him, but spotted out now, does go down to Stakeli. So after a grueling 42 round match, Eversio do find the victory.
Yeah!
Woo! Crazy match there. Well done to the boys of Eversio for holding out. You have ruined my Champions League night, so at least thank you for winning this game.
I've now got to tell my
it's a
friends
crazy
I'm not
match.
gonna be playing.
Great game of Counter-Strike there.
Right, if I could get Zelion for a quick interview, I'll be back in a second. Right, welcome Zelion. Congratulations on the win. How are you feeling off the back of that?
Thank you, thank you. First of all, thanks for the cast. I'm sorry it was a long one, but as you know, our motto is to keep the games entertaining. So we know Champions League's there, so we try to keep it a competition for people to watch us rather than the Champions League. But yeah,
I was,
it feels great to be honest, winning this game.
I think if it was the opposite way and you lost, you would have been very upset, and this interview would not be as fun.
Yeah, especially after last week's Mirage game, I knew I had to step up my individual performance as well as my calling, and yeah, I think I did just that. We as a team we haven't practiced for like pretty much 2 weeks now, and on top of that, so and yeah, I feel like the guys kept resilient. We kept our heads strong despite losing some very close rounds, and it was all worth it in the end.
Indeed. I had picked out a load of individual rounds, but there's so many to think of now. I don't really want to ask of them. But do you find like the CT side is quite a struggle regards to playing on Mirage?
I think more than a struggle, I think it's just us. We just have way too many like aggressive players, but in a good sense. So everyone wants to have some impact, and sometimes we're picking Pele, sometimes picking Ram, sometimes mid, and occasionally maybe coordination isn't the highest of priorities when we're doing this stuff, and we get picked off one by one, and yeah, obviously it doesn't really help when not everyone is on the same page.
Do you feel like that's a question that Meja asks, is that often you guys are struggling on the CT side because you maybe have not enough structure, whereas on the T side you sort of know what you're doing with executes, you know where you're going to be for positioning, you know where you're going to be pushing. Is that something that you can maybe improve upon in the future, you think? Maybe some set things you do on a CT side as well?
Yeah, definitely. We do have some ideas for setups and stuff, but as I said, like due to lack of practice, we couldn't really emphasize and improvise it in this game.
That's awesome. Just to comment on yourself, I know you were struggling maybe towards the early stages of the game, but really coming out on that last side of overtime, the quad kill, what was going through your mind in the clutches that you had to perform?
Yeah, to be honest with you, when I think it was already 1v3, I had already killed the guy on site. I just said, fuck it, I'll die to the op and we go next round, but I guess I killed him somehow, Viva CS2. And yeah, then I thought it was actually kind of winnable, so I went for it. The guys told me, because I didn't even actually hear the guy in under, so yeah, then I went over to the van and easiest kill of my life.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. And then the last round, well, not the last round, but the round before, where you rotated all the way to ramp, was that immediate thinking that you was going to go for the flank straight away, even if the player on
Yes,
site was
yes, yes.
dying?
Yeah, I thought the guy would expect me to come jungle or con due to me spraying the box before. So I said like I'm low HP, might as well gamble the A flank, and thankfully he was not watching ramp. So thank God for that.
Awesome. And then a couple more questions. That one of the main ones now is: are you going to prac now that you've got a team together? Everyone's got a PC, and hopefully there's not any interruptions now to get some practice in for the latter stages of the season.
Yeah, that's the goal. Winning today definitely makes our chances of qualifying to playoffs easier. So yeah, from now onwards, we need to continue to push, maybe even expand our map pool because the past 3 maps were all Mirage, and I feel like maybe a change of atmosphere, literally might actually help us improve, and also like it might widen our map pool for other tournaments, not just the ESEA.
But no, yeah, that sounds amazing. How was the team after the win? I just want to know, was there screaming involved?
There were definitely 5 deep sighs from everyone.
It's not
Nah, I
quite what I was
mean,
expecting, but
yeah, obviously everyone was really happy to win it, but we also knew that we could have closed it out earlier. So maybe we're expecting a little bit more from us to be like more focused in these later stages of the game. And yeah, I mean, it's tough always when we keep going to overtime, keep always in the lead, and we keep throwing the lead for some reason. We're just maybe not in that situation enough for us to be experienced on how to clutch stuff. But yeah, thankfully we got the win.
yeah. And you can't dishearten yourself too much, as you did start off the first half being 8-4 down on the CT side, so you
Yeah.
had to mount a comeback to even get it to overtime in first things first. But no, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you for the cast.
No worries, it was a pleasure. The 2 hours have been amazing. Uh, luckily for a win as well, if not I would have been very disappointed with you. I would have
Definitely.
asked you why you lost, and that would be a hard question to answer. But no, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for
Is there
having me.
anything you'd like to ask or say?
Not much. Just thank you to Michaela who always supports us and supports Eversio overall. And yeah, thank you to you guys. You keep coming on like 2 hours of the day, and you're just watching our horrendous CS sometimes. But yeah,
No.
that's it.
Thank you very much. We'll hopefully catch you on the next cast, guys. Peace out.
You had to go back when